Hi everybody, this is Kathy for Gina's Designs, and I am going to show you a project that I have just finished, and I have been using her build layout romance. I've also used the word art romance. I'm going to take this out of the package. Sorry. Hopefully you can see that a little better. Anyway, that's what I used. And this is what the die cuts look like. I did not use all of them, but I used many of them within this layout. And I didn't just do a layout, I actually did a wedding album. And so these are all the die cuts that were in there. I used quite a few of them, which you will see. And I haven't decided if I'm going to add to the die cuts or not yet. I have a few weeks before the wedding, so, and it's my niece that's getting married. Congratulations, Kristi and David. So anyway, these are the die cuts that I used for this album. And on the end of the video, I will be posting how I did a little tutorial on how I did the laser cuts for you. So this is the album that I have created for Kristi and David. The very first thing, this is a portfolio that I purchased the rights to from Kathy Orta from Paper Phenomenon. I will also list her blog and her website so that you can purchase this if you like. But the first thing that I did was I had a archway from Gina's. I cut it apart, kind of cut off the things, flipped the dome upside down to make it a basket, and then framed it, and I trimmed the die cut so that it would fit on one side of the album. I added some Viennese lace to the bottom and then some bling. This lace is the second lace I added to the book, and I covered the book in a fabric brocade. Very pretty, as you can see. And then what I did was I added some lace to the side, but I did their picture on sticky back canvas from got it from Ranger, but it's from Helmuth. I can't remember her first name, but it is a wonderful product. And then once I got the picture on, I gessoed it to soften the edges, and then I just kind of built it up from there. I added a very pretty bling. It's a star cluster, and these roses are from I think Recollections, or someplace. I got it from the dollar bin from Michael's, just because I wanted really small ones. I used this closure that I got from Kathy Orta's website as well. Very lovely. So then when you open the album, I may have to do this in sections. Oh yeah. So this is the first side, and this is one of the die cuts from Gina's. This is, I used a magnet on the this so it would keep it closed. I added Recollection bling. I bought this bling quite a while ago, and I tried to find more so I could add it to the second. But these are little pockets that have, these are picture photo mats for, so she can kind of put what she wants on the album itself. And the last one, I actually made a larger, sorry, that's kind of a blur, but it's a very beautiful paper I picked up. And so I added, since it went with the colors of the album, I added it so she could add journaling on the back or a lot of little photos to that. And then she could add a photo or put some journaling there if she wished. I added Recollection bling. And then in the center section, there are two sections, and they're identical. Now on these two I did not add bling because it kind of, even on the silver, it gets a little bit lost. But these are pockets for photo mats, and I just added 2 per pocket. And so they're all the same, but you flip it over, and I have another Gina's laser cut. Added some bling to the top one, and so they're kind of identical on both sides. And so each one of these holds 2 tags, so one gets stuck there. And so each one of them has that. I put bling on the back side of this since it didn't have any. Oops, you can't see that. There. And then I added another Genius laser cut there. And then the center section, I found some very lovely grayish silver paper. I added, cut out the Always and Forever, placed it onto the glittery silver paper, and then added bling to it. I kind of left this a little open so they could add stuff to the back of this photo, kind of like that if they wished. And then you flip this open, and it has a very large mat for a larger photo, as well as this one. And then you flip this open, and I have another large photo, which is, this is also done on sticky back canvas, which I actually cut their photos off of Facebook and downloaded it, and then just printed it off, and they just really were very vibrant. And I used Love on this one. Have an extra floating laser chip piece here. And then this center section, I added the chipboard laser cuts here. And then this is a bigger pocket so they can put wedding cards or announcements or their invitation. And then each one of these has a photo mat, or you could use it for journaling, but I left these pretty blank, and going to let her know that if she wanted any help, I'd be more than happy to help her. And then I did a decorative punch on this side, added lace over that so it all goes together. Pretty much this album is identical on both sides. I just used a little bit different laser cuts on this side. I put Love You in the heart. All this is done in ultra thick embossing enamel by it's a UT by Ranger. Also another magnet to hold this closed. Added Recollection bling to the several sections, And then again, she has the mats to work with, which is the same as the opposite side. And then 2 large tags in the back. I hope she enjoys this forever. And basically that is my layout for Build a Layout Romance by Gina's Designs. The back of the album is very basic, just very plain. I just put the lace and the bling on the back. And that's the end of the album. Stay tuned. I will be putting in some photos and a little tiny video on how I UT'd the laser die cuts. And again, I will post Gina's websites. Please visit Gina's, and she really has a lot of fun stuff that you could just build a page with, or do canvas art, chipboard. You could make altered projects using her designs, and I'm really having a lot of fun doing it. So anyway, go ahead and stop by Gina's, and I thank you for stopping by and watching. This is Kathy from Scrappy Counselor Designs. Bye! Okay, I'm going to emboss these. These are from Gina's Designs, and it's the Build-A-Page Romance die cuts. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did that. I use Versamark as my medium, and then I use a glossy, extra thick embossing powder, and it is by, and I will show you the container. It is Melt Art Ultra Thick Embossing Enamel. It's by Ranger. This is so cool. I just love this stuff. And this color, this particular color, is called Pewter. It's really cool. So we set that aside, and then I use a very large long needle to hold down my and it just kind of, voila, transforms. This stuff is so cool. I absolutely love this product. Sorry that my glue gun is so noisy, but let's just make sure that it's clear from the mat before I try to pick it up. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Just love it. It really helps to have some really cool designs to use this stuff on as well. Oops. No oops in this neighborhood. Okay, now there's a couple of spots where, it's actually one, that it didn't stick. So what you can do is you can re-put it, go ahead and use your embossing medium again, and so and then I just and that's what's really cool about this product. You can kind of go back and do it again, which is just awesome. And usually I start a little bit higher because it will blow the embossing powder off. Okay, I'm going to do that to the rest of the die cuts, and I will return.